Yellow Naped parrots are in critical endanger. It is thought that there are less than 2,500 left in the wild around the world. So it's really important to reintroduce them back into the wild. At Rescate we receive a lot of them. They are very common as pets, not in Costa Rica, around the world. Right now we can find more individuals in houses, in zoos, in captivity than in the wild. They are the second most talkative parrots around the world, so that means that they can reproduce different voices, songs, human sounds, and this is very attractive to people. They don't suffer from hunting, or they don't suffer from other problems or habitat loss, because Costa Rica has a very is conserving the forest really well. So it's not just about the trade and wildlife trafficking. So this release is very important because for the first time we tried to do a training on human aversion to some yellow naped parrots that were expats, and hoping that we are going to release them and they are not going to come back to look for people and search for houses. We are going to be monitoring them for the next months. So they have a tag with an numeration, and every time we see them, we are going to write the number so we are sure that they are still around. So in the long term, we're going to see if it's successful, if they are still around. Probably some of them are going to die in the next year because we have predators around. If we see like the 50% of them, okay, we know that maybe we had more survivors, maybe 60%, 70 or 80, but we don't know where they are because probably they leave this reserve, they travel and they go somewhere else. Others may lose the tag. So if next year we see that they had chicks, that's going to be super successful. So the difference between this release and other releases we made is that for the first time we used the door to make a real soft release. Those animals have been inside of a cage for a lot of years. We don't know exactly how many, but all of them were expats. So for them, the cage is a safe environment for them. So usually it's very hard for them to just go and fly out from a cage. This time, so usually we were taking them and putting them outside, giving them some time, and we were doing the releases 2x2. This time we decided to make the releases 4x4 and give them the chance to just leave them by their own. It was a bit hard because the first groups they stay a lot of time inside of the cage. Some of them leave the cage and then went inside again because that's their home, not the forest. But well, we saw that the last releases were super successful and they left the cage really fast because their friends and their pairs were already outside, so they wanted to join them. So hopefully this 22 Yellow Naped Parrot release is going to make a big difference to conserve the species.